a VA loan is the most phenomenal loan. If you qualify for a VA loan, it is an absolute no-brainer. Okay. It allows for a buyer to put zero down. Interest rates are lower. They have a lot more flexibility on affordability, and you can get 4% in seller concessions, plus up to 2% from the seller towards the closing costs, and the seller can pay up to 3% in buyer broker compensation. So I've done many VA loans where the buyer's bringing no money to the table.
What's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 93 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Allison Shores with the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Getting in Your Business podcast is made possible by our chairman circle sponsors, Georgia Power Company, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Comcast, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, guys. Today, I have got a podcast you've all been waiting for. I have got Michelle and Tony Gemmell from Guaranty Rate Affinity. Thank y'all for being here today. I know that mortgages aren't the most sexy thing to talk about, but we're going to make it today, so just don't worry. Michelle, I feel like people in this community have seen your face everywhere from all the things that you do. I mean, you came into this community, and girl, you got busy. And like, I don't know, like, I love that so much because sometimes people don't know how to get plugged into their own community, even when they've lived here for years. And girl, you hit the ground running. And so next thing I know, you're doing something with Toys for Tots and Navy League. And I'm like, what? How did you even, where did you come from? Like, you're here and you're involved. And I love that. You helped fundraise for things. But I don't know if people that you've been, affiliated with and these organizations that you've been doing so much for, I don't know if they know that it's not your day job.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm here. Sorry. Thank you so much.
Yes. So we have to, I know people just heard your accent, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Y'all are brother and sister. So this is a dynamic duo.
It is.
They're not married. They are brother and sister. So y'all tell us where you're from, both of you. Go ahead.
All right. So originally we're from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Okay. Johannesburg?
Johannesburg.
So pretty.
Okay. My brother was in the US before I was, but like everything in life, I seem to join him.
Yeah. You can't get rid of her, can you?
Can't get rid of her.
Yeah.
And then around 2020, he was already in the mortgage industry and he needed some help. It was crazy busy. So I thought, let me help you.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And so it kind of stuck.
It did. It definitely did. It wasn't planned. I always say the mortgage industry found me.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad it did. And Tony and I have always been incredibly close, but never worked together. I was always on the marketing side of things. I was always out there doing very different things, whereas he has a completely financial background.
Oh.
So I never anticipated we'd actually be working together, but we are, and it's amazing.
And y'all are both smiling. So I feel like it's been at least a halfway enjoyable ride together. You're not killing each other.
It's been a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk about getting on the train, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like this train is moving.
Yeah.
The journey started in 2020, as Michelle said, and we've been growing and growing, which is awesome.
Yeah. I love that we have you right here in our community, but you guys, you don't just service Camden County. I want people to also realize, because we are a transient community, half of our community is at that Navy base. So they may be here for 3 years, maybe 18 months, and then leaving again. So you guys, y'all service from here to Miami, correct? Did I miss that?
Do. Yeah.
Okay.
We have offices going from here all the way down to Miami. As you guys know, I spend my life here because I love this community so much. It's just, I found my home. And
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you have told me that since you got here, and like, you live it too. So you mean that when you say it, and I want people to know that it is my personal experience with you, that like you love this community wholeheartedly, like from day one. And I'm like, who is this girl? Like, I love it so much. So continue. I'm so sorry I interrupted you.
You're stuck with me. Camden County is stuck with me. All right. So now it's time to know that I'm here for all of those charity things that I love doing, but mortgages are my bread and butter. So
That's how we get to have a house and actually get to eat and have clothes
and support
stuff.
all the charities that I signed up supporting. So I like to bring it all together, and I'm very grateful for this community that I can do that.
So I guess you kind of came into it when things were a little crazy in the housing market, and now I feel like, I don't know, prices went sky high, and I'm not a master at this mortgage stuff, so just correct anything that I say wrong. But I feel like the housing market, everything became so, it feels like unattainable. But I want people to know it's not true. I think people are waiting right now. They're like, oh, I'll just wait till interest rates go down. And what do you have to say to people about that?
So my concern with that is buying a home is daunting. Buying your first home is incredibly daunting. And it comes down to pretty much, you don't know what you don't know. So you get caught up in yourself and you're missing out on that opportunity. So what we like to do is take people from that first conversation that they're really nervous to have about, what do we need for a down payment? How do we need our credit score to be? Where are we? How far are we from being able to make that first purchase? And for us, it's personal. It's not just a transaction. It's about meeting the person, understanding their story, knowing what they're trying to accomplish. And sometimes it doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes we can work with people for months, even years, before they're actually ready to jump into their purchase. And that's fine.
Wow.
But just to make that call and say, right, this is where I want to be. How close am I? And believe it or not, a lot of time people are a lot closer than they realize. We have some incredible programs for down payment assistance or out-of-the-box programs for people who are maybe self-employed, who don't show all their income on their tax returns, or who are looking to buy investment properties. So our whole focus is trying to find a solution for each person's unique scenario.
Because everybody does have a unique scenario. I wanted to say it. I couldn't stop myself. But I think that's so true. But what I have learned about you is even how many times you've invested in me. Like, you didn't know me and you're like, hey, you need to take a break, which everybody knows I probably do. And you're going to come with me. And you've cared about me. And I can't really do a whole lot for you. I can't make people buy houses or anything else. You know what I'm saying? But I just appreciate you so much and how you've invested in me and the people around Camden County. You just love people, and you like to have fun, and you like to be with people. And I love that about you.
I love good people.
Okay.
And in this community, we have so many great people.
Right.
And it's I am so grateful to be a part of this community, and that brings it out in me. I want to give as much as I can, and people just give so much back. It's just phenomenal.
They do. Now I want to go back to what I just asked her. For people that say they're just waiting for rates to drop, what do you say about that?
I need to add to what you were saying, because as immigrants, we're immigrants to the country, right?
Okay.
We live the American dream on a daily basis. When people talk about the American dream of owning a home and living the best life they can live, we came here as immigrants, and we do that every single day. We help other people live the American dream, and that's the objective of what we do.
I love it.
Home ownership is a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
And that's our objective, is to help as many people as we can.
I love that.
Yeah.
I had even you just said, we're immigrants. And I'm like, wait, yeah, you are. Yeah. It took a minute for that to register. But yeah, and people do come over here for the American dream. And I think even people that, are born here, they're still looking for that American dream and trying to make it happen. And it feels, like I said, it just feels like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep paying rent for right now. I'm not a person that can own a home. I don't don't have any money to put down. Those kinds of questions start going in your mind. But like we were talking earlier, still the landlords their stuff is still going up. So, and that's going to be passed on to the renter. Am I saying all this correctly?
Yeah.
Do y'all want to put this in better terms? Okay.
So as you said, right? When you rent, you're paying somebody else's mortgage.
You are.
Okay. And yes, that landlord has their own expenses. They pay taxes. They pay insurance. They pay a mortgage. But you technically, as a tenant, you're paying those for that landlord, right? So if you can understand how much you can afford per month, why would you not put that into your own dream, your own home ownership opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And that's where we come in, because we help people understand what it's going to cost to buy a home, how much they have available, and we make it work for them within their price range and in their affordability range. The issue about waiting, yes, interest rates are higher than what they were 3-4 years ago.
Right.
They're lower than what they were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that being said, when interest rates drop more, the expectation is that home prices are going to skyrocket again, because you're going to have, I've heard stats of 5 million people are waiting for interest rates to come down to then buy a home. There aren't enough homes in the United States for 5 million people to buy a home, right? So if you're thinking of buying a home, now may be the time to do it before interest rates come down, because you have the opportunity to negotiate a good price on the home, maybe get some concessions from a seller who's needing to sell, and then lock in the price of the home today, maybe at a higher interest rate than where you want it to be. As long as you can afford it today, when interest rates drop in 6 months, 12 months, 2 years' time, you can refinance that home. Then you refinance at a lower interest rate, your costs come down, but you still got the original cost that you paid for it. The original home purchase price is locked in, and you may even have some equity by that.
That's what I was about to say. You'd have equity in it. Man, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
You know, but I think people need to know that. And forgive me, but my husband he's the Adult Max Pro in our house, and he handles all those, the big things. But like, going to you, is that my first step?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Make that call. And you could call me knowing absolutely nothing and say, look, I want to buy a home. I don't know where to start.
Because it's intimidating. Like I said, it's an intimidating process. And I don't even think, I wouldn't know where to start first. But I come to you and you can help me figure out what I can afford and maybe what programs if I've never bought a house before, there might be a program that I can take advantage of. But you would have all that information.
Absolutely. That is my job, to have that information and to be able to put it in your requirements and make it work.
Yes.
That's what I'm here for.
I love that so much. I've learned something today.
So
on this. I know. Thanks, guys. Okay, I want to talk about VA loans, because I feel like we do have a huge population of military. And so I kind of want to ask you a few questions about that. Does it really, do VA loans really give military families a big advantage?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A VA loan is the most phenomenal loan. If you qualify for a VA loan, it is an absolute no-brainer. Okay. It allows for a buyer to put zero down. Interest rates are lower. They have a lot more flexibility on affordability, and you can get 4% in seller concessions, plus up to 2% from the seller towards the closing costs, and the seller can pay up to 3% in buyer broker compensation. So I've done many VA loans where the buyer's bringing no money to the table. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. What do you think the biggest misconception with VA loans would be?
Biggest misconception is it's difficult to get and appraisals are tougher. And that
because I want to say I've heard those kinds of things, and so that's not true.
That is absolutely not true. The VA is looking out for the veteran buyer to make sure that they're buying a property that is livable. And at the end of the day, we wouldn't want to put anybody in a property that's not livable. Right. So it is a brilliant loan. Honestly, I believe it's one of the easier loans to get.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about VA loans?
I think she summed it up.
She did.
But I mean, as she said, zero down, but also zero mortgage insurance.
Yeah. Wow.
Lower interest rates. It's all around a good program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think you're seeing in Camden County right now as a trend for mortgages and stuff, and houses for sale, those kinds of things?
So I'm dealing with a lot of VA buyers
a
lot of first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
Which is, those are my favorites. So
first time home, some of those things make me cry.
Yeah.
They're just such great stories of people that, just their journey of buying a house and how much it means to them. And, feeling like you made it, you got, this house is all mine.
That's it. Sitting at that closing table with somebody who is signing the documents for their first home is the best feeling ever.
Yeah. Man.
Remember, a home purchase is probably the biggest investment a person makes in their life.
Yeah.
great to be a part of.
Yeah. Now, before I move on to, because I'm kind of running out of my mortgage questions. So, but was there anything you want people to know right now? Maybe that, if there's misconceptions about, because right now we're all getting our information from everywhere. Like we got information just flying at us and you almost don't know what's real, what to believe, what not to believe. And so is there anything you want to say about any of that?
So I heard a stat this week that said that 80% of consumers believe that you still need 20% as a down payment to buy a home.
Yeah.
That is not the case. On a conventional mortgage, a first-time home buyer can put as little as 3% down, and a non-first-time home buyer on a primary residence can put 5% down.
Really?
So if that's all anybody learns from listening to us drone on about mortgages today, I mean, that is amazing. So that would be the first thing, is that there are programs with low down payments. The second thing is call me. Call me and I'll talk you through it.
But that's the thing, like, and you truly mean that. I know you do, because like you want to help people and you don't care about the stupid questions, because like I've had a million for you and you've never once made me feel like you're frustrated or like, seriously, I answered that 30 minutes ago. Like, what are you doing? You've never made me feel like that. But I just want people to know, if they're scared, if they're nervous, come talk to Michelle or Tony and let's figure this out. I just think I think you're amazing, and I just love you coming in. Like I've said before, you coming into this community, and I want people to have a chance to meet you as I did, So
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean it. Anything else? Was there anything else you wanted to say? Because I'm about to jump to rapid fire questions. Okay.
Do it.
All right. Tell me your favorite place to eat in Camden County.
So I spend a lot of time drinking margaritas at Mikasa. I don't know if that's allowed, but that's what I do. So you should join me.
But I love that. First of all, those margaritas are amazing. And we love Mikasa. Joel and Jose over there, we love them very much. All right. And what is your favorite small business in Camden?
My favorite small business is Huey Magoo's.
Oh, Huey.
I absolutely love how they jump onto any charity things, any type of fundraisers, any type of when we need somebody to donate food to something. Huey Magoo's always shows up.
They do, and we love Amanda over there. She, she allows us to have coffee and commerce there, and so we're very grateful to her. That she comes bright and early for us. They're not open or anything. That's her downtime, and she still commits to that. So we love you, Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, all right, girl. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I am not a morning person. I try my best to fake it at 8 o'clock in the morning, but absolutely
That's not you. Yeah. Tony, you're not one either?
Yeah, I would rather grab cocktails in the evening than coffee in the morning.
So what time do y'all go to bed? What about for you, Michelle?
Probably about 11.
How do you stay at 11 o'clock? I'm turning into a pumpkin.
Yeah, but I
Go
don't
wake
wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. What about you? What time
I'm a late sleeper.
Man, were your parents that way too?
No, quite the opposite, right?
No. I think we tend to get more things done in the evening, right? I work late at night as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I know you probably do too. Okay. All right. Are you coffee or tea people?
Coffee.
What's
espresso.
Espresso. Okay. What's one thing over here in the United States that we have that you didn't have in South Africa that you love?
I love the instant gratification. So if I order from Amazon today, instead tomorrow, that was not an option in South Africa.
I think I can beat that one.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Anything for you? Can't beat Amazon.
No.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification is a unique concept to the US. Other parts of the world, you wait for things. You don't order something today and get it in a few hours delivered to your doorstep. Definitely an American concept.
Yeah, well, there are some times where I'm like, I need it here yesterday, and I'm so thankful for that service. And then other times I'm like, these kids don't even know what it was like to have to wait for 2 weeks for some,
Yeah.
So I teeter between those two.
We're super spoiled.
Yeah, we are for sure. All right, guys, was there anything else you wanted to talk about before I wrap this up?
No, a massive thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you both for being here. I like that I can have y'all in the same room today. That's amazing. All right, well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Tony, for taking the time with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and thank you for everything you do in our community. All right. All right, guys, you have caught episode 93 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe, and call Michelle or Tony today.